we have another TCG match going on for you right now, and because the action is going on already, we hop right into it. In a couple of moments, we'll hop right into it.
Yeah, and if you are wondering, I'm not Sebastian actually, but don't really care about this. Giving Sebastian a little break, so I'm taking over for this TCG match.
I'm happy that Tobias is joining me now that Sebastian is on a short break. And here we see the action right now on the left-hand side. I think you are seeing Lisa playing.
Yes, Lisa is playing Seismitoad Slurpuff.
And on the right-hand side you see Lutz playing Landobuds.
Exactly. So this will be a pretty interesting matchup.
Indeed.
Lando's got weakness against water, but the price trade with Havlucha is pretty good in this matchup, and the discarding of energies is not that big of a deal for Lando, since every Pokemon can attack with only one energy, and Crobat can deal damage even without energy.
So don't mind the names written underneath, we will change them in a minute. Of course it's still 0-0, but as you can see here, the game has progressed quite a lot as Lisa has already drawn 3 prize cards, and Lutz is struggling to get into this game. He doesn't have any Pokemon with attached energy just yet, as he is playing teammates right now and looking for 2 cards from his deck. Remember that the item lock is on, so he is probably not going to look for any item cards right now. He is going to look, in my opinion, he should eye out a Hawlucha.
Yeah,
to fight back.
Energy may be useful as well in this. Don't know if he has any energy, but dealing some damage could be quite helpful now. I mean, he got the Fighting Stadium in-game, he got the Muscle Band.
And he's going to attach the Fighting Energy to Lucario, now dealing 70 damage together with that Fighting Stadium and the Muscle Band.
I think I saw the Strong Energy on his hand.
Yeah, he does have strong energy, that's right.
So
Let's see what he's doing. Maybe he's trying to surprise Lisa by attaching it next turn and then dealing 120 damage, I think, in total with the Stadium. But now the Stadium is kicked. It was just kicked. It's Verbank now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, now it's poisoned as well, but not asleep. Lisa's looking good here. She has all she needs currently. She's just lacking a couple of Slurpuffs, in my opinion. Now she opts to play that risky Jirachi X.
It's actually quite funny when I picked Lutz for the featured match, since I wanted to see Landorus Crobat, and he was 3-0 now after 3 rounds. And as well, we had on our plan to take a girl on our stream today. And yeah, well, I didn't know the opponent, and then we have both now, so.
Oh, but this was just a nice combination. Well played by Lisa. She discarded the Muscle Band from that Lucario with Xerosic and then attached a Headringer. So Lutz's plan to attack for more than 100 damage has been crushed this turn.
Yeah, I think she protects Seismitoad pretty well this turn. Oh, and there's N on 3 cards. And as we can see, there are no Slurpuffs in game for Lisa. So
so that's a disadvantage for her right now.
Draw power is missing. That could turn the game.
They are taking their time to shuffle their decks. They do it thoroughly. Just take a look at these sleeves. I just love both of them. It's amazing. The Pikachu hidden in the Charizard, and I think Lisa is playing a Charizard
There's a
sleeve.
Pikachu flying on a Charizard.
That's just amazing.
Yeah, very awesome.
He's also reading the Headringer, so people tend to read the Headringer a lot today.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, nothing wrong with that. And he's opting to attack the Seismitoad.
110 damage already.
110 damage on the Lucario and 120 on the Seismitoad.
Then with poison damage.
Yeah, it's going to deal 80 damage. That's enough for Lucario. Swirlix finally making an appearance. And the versus Seeker eyeing out a Juniper, that's right.
Yeah.
Nice and reverse holo.
Yeah, pretty lucky to get versus Seeker out of 3 cards.
And she's going to play right now. She does have a enhanced hammer, which I wouldn't
and
play obviously
you
because
see
that
some
Lucario is
more
going to get.
Swirlix, and I think I saw a Slurpuff as well, but
She's in a very good position right here. There's
Yeah.
nothing she has to worry about.
even 2 Slurpuffs, I think.
Is she going to play all of them? She opts not to. Lucario is knocked out and there's only one prize card left to go for.
Oh,
Have I seen another Versus Seeker? That might be... If she has a Lysander in her discard pile, that's almost game. Then she has so many options. Oh, okay, that's good. Lutz is actually able to evolve his Zubat into Golbat, making it a little bit bulkier. And he's also going for that full art Juniper.
Yep.
I see another Golbat and a Muscle Band. What else?
What's
It's
the
a
retreat
Lysander.
cost on Golbat? Is it for free?
At 0, yeah. He
Yeah.
can retrieve it and now he doesn't have an energy. That's amazing.
That's crucial.
Oh,
That could have been the knockout on the Seismotoad.
exactly. He needed that so badly, but now it's looking really grim. And Lisa has so many cards in hand. I think he's realizing that this match is all but over. He might just scoop it and say, okay, let's leave me some more time to win the match. He doesn't. He just passes. But
I mean, he still has enough time. I wouldn't scoop it. Landorus is a pretty fast deck, so you normally have enough time to make 3 games within the 50 minutes.
so now there's a third Seismitoad coming up. Not that it would be necessary, but Lisa just likes to have a full bank of fully
Yeah.
powered Pokemon. Why not? I don't blame her, and she has another Versus Seeker, so let's see if...
As
What is
long
she
as you
eyeing
can supply them with Muscle Band immediately, so you protect it from Headringer. That's safe. But I don't really like to put all the energies down on the different Seismotoads. And
there's the game.
he concedes.
There's nothing he could do about it.
I mean, I think I saw an enhanced hammer on Lutz's list. So if you well, the enhanced hammer isn't that useful if you are an item lock, but in Mirror Match, for example, with Xerosic, when you remove double colorless from the active and have all your double colorless on the bench Seismotoads, that puts you in a pretty bad position.
There's nothing you could do to retreat it if you're out there with a Muscle Band, and that could open up a spot for your opponent to get a free item turn, because you're not able to supply your active Seismitoad with any double colorless energy. But maybe Lisa, I didn't see it, she had quite a lot of hands.
Pikachus.
There's so many Pikachus, but no one's playing Pikachu. I don't like that. There's actually a Raichu that is playable.
Yeah, and I think we might see a return of him.
I would love to see it. There is a Pikachu in Roaring Skies, but it's lacking its...
But the Raichu is pretty good against all those Pokemon with lightning weakness coming up in the next
And
set.
as we all know, there's a stadium card out there that allows
Yeah.
you to put more basic Pokemon onto your bench, and giving Raichu a better
It's Raichu's home stadium.
chance to damage. Exactly, that's his home right there. Even though it's not able to fly, how is it called? Sky something.
I'm not quite sure.
In Germany, it's something with Himmel.
I didn't got
which
my
is
hands
Sky.
on any of the both new
Well,
cards
we'll find it out for you. But more importantly, this game is not featuring Roaring Skies, as Roaring Skies has not been out there in the retail for long enough to be
Has
playable today.
Out for 3 weeks until it's legal to
3
play.
weeks it is. Here we go. They are taking their time to shuffle their decks. I think they like shuffling decks. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I mean, they took less than 12 minutes for the first match.
But better shuffle your deck well than having a bad starting hand, so better go ahead and do just that. Lutz on the right-hand side, now trailing Lisa for 1 game. He is going to have to win this game to come back, and he has a lot of time to do that, so nothing to worry about. Still, he has to take care of that weakness from his Landorus, so we will have to rely on that Halucha, and I think he has 3 Haluchas in his starting hand. Wasn't that 3 Haluchas?
I'm not quite sure, yeah, but he's playing 3 Haluchas. But yeah, 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
That's not too bad.
But, well, it doesn't help him right now against the Swirlix.
No, but I saw a Corinna or is
Yeah.
it Connie? Is it Connie or Corinna in English? I always get those confused, but you know what I mean. You see it on the screen, and now I think he might be eyeing out a Landorus to put pressure onto that Swirlix, because now that Swirlix with only 60 HP not being able to evolve next turn, that might open up an opportunity for him to get a knockout on that Swirlix before it becomes a Slurpuff. But he's going for his deck, probably counting out a couple of crucial cards, but he wants to make sure that they're not prized. Yeah, there we go. It's a Landorus.
Yep.
And here comes another item card. He has to think about not being able to use that item card if he's not going to play it right now, just because Lisa could use Quaking Punch next turn. It's a Hyper Ball. Nice and shiny Hyper Ball. Look at this. Oh, it's an Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball. It's golden. Look at this. Oh, he's discarding that Landorus. I didn't see that one coming. He used Corinna. Oh, then in that case he will have he's probably going for a Zubat, and that was a very expensive way to get a Zubat.
Yeah.
He used that.
Jirachi.
Oh, it's Jirachi. Now I'm a little bit confused. Lutz is a very good player. He's much better than I am, so I'm able to learn something here.
Yeah, he probably had really no card draw supporters, so he probably wants to make sure his draws in the next rounds.
And maybe he wants to discard those Landorus because he's afraid that Seismitoad is going for it. And here's a Versus Seeker, and he's going for a Connie again. Huh.
Yeah, why not? I mean,
And he
better
has-
play it now than having it on your hand dead.
Absolutely.
Item block.
Absolutely, but he's probably not going to play it next turn because he searched for that Jirachi. Here's a Hyper Ball, and we will see a Seismitoad very soon here. But first of all, let Lisa count a couple of cards, probably counting the amount of double colorless energy, because that's just so important. I see one. Yeah, she put the Seismitoad in front. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, she didn't take too much time to search. I guess that's just because...
And there we see in Jirachi as well.
Yeah, she has some more time. I see one double colorless. I wasn't able to see through more. I think I counted 2 double colorless energy, and maybe there's another in her hand. Lutz is pointing at something. Maybe he likes that Swirlix. I would understand that. Nice
so
and
fluffy.
It's so fluffy. Here we go. That's probably going to be... Oh. Yeah, that's
There's the Juniper.
there's no double colorless yet. She has to get a little bit lucky to be able to read that Swirlix in this turn with a Float Stone, and she needs a double.
I think she
colorless.
wants to leave it in the active spot.
There's a Float Stone. Oh, computer search. Now it's getting
I mean,
interesting.
if she evolves next round, she can draw 2 cards, and the Swirlix is safe from Havelucha's attack.
Either that, exactly, or she's going for the knockout on the Halucha if she has a... Yeah, that's a double colorless. If she has... No, I don't think she has enough cards to do it. She would need a Muscle Band and also a Hypnotoxic Laser.
Yeah.
Let's see what she's going to do. I'm curious. Do you go active? Do you go on the aggressive side, or do you wait for a better spot for Seismitoad to get in there? She's going on the aggressive side.
Yeah.
And she's also opening herself up for a head ringer here. She does not have an attachment for that Seismitoad
No
yet.
Muscle Band.
However, no, she's not opening herself up.
yeah,
It's an item block.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
of course.
Ah, the basics.
Yeah.
Now here goes that Jirachi. Well done by Lutz. He got that Jirachi before it was too late last turn with his Ultra Ball. And
But
he's
you
looking
used
through
your
his
computer
options.
search to get the double colorless, right? Probably.
Exactly. Here we go.
Yep.
Now, that's very frustrating. Now, from this turn on, it's Lisa's first turn. Well done. From a very bad starting point with a Swirlix active and no other Pokemon in hand, she managed to attack in the first turn she had with Quaking Punch, and get that item lock on, and maybe throughout the whole match. Now, what Lutz could do is he played the basic fighting energy. If he's lucky enough, he has a fighting stadium, and then this way he could be able to do 80 damage to the Seismitoad. Either way, he's going to retreat this one, and
But
attack.
looks like a lot of damage coming into that Seismitoad in the next rounds.
Yes.
He got 2 Zubat now on his bench.
And that's the beauty of Lutz deck, right? If you think about, if you try to anticipate what...
Crushing Hammer.
And if the Crushing Hammer is going on the... very well done by Lisa. She's going for Crushing Hammer on the bench Pokemon, just in case she's able to knock out the active one and leave Lutz behind with no
Since
energy
they have
attached.
free retreat cost anyway.
Exactly.
Doesn't really matter.
There's another Crushing Hammer, so it will come... Oh no, here we go. Does she have a Muscle Band, though? That's Tails. It's not asleep. Oh no, she doesn't.
Seems not.
Okay, and that's Tails too. So, Halucha. Oh dear. Oh, this time it's heads.
No, it was.
Oh no, it's not asleep.
Hammer.
It's a Crushing. Oh, okay, they noticed. Okay, good. Oh no, no need to flip over that whole Halucha there. It's still alive. It's still kicking. Can still deal some damage. It's on 60, but it's going to retreat soon. So now here is the power of Lutz deck. It can deal so much damage, not only from the Haluchas, but also from Golbats just coming out of nowhere. And increasing the damage done on that Seismitoad. Maybe even he could possibly deal the knockout if he has another Golbat. Exactly, now with this, does he have another
strong energy?
A strong energy or a fighting
80,
stadium would do it.
160, yeah.
Does he have it? Oh, I see another Golbat. There it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be enough for the knockout, and then Lisa does not have a Seismitoad out there yet.
But at least she got the Float Stone on her Slurpuff.
Exactly. That will give us some options.
A lot of
2 more cards.
Coming in now.
Oh, not there.
Agrobike.
Oh, not getting it, but she has not played a supporter yet.
Yep.
She's looking through it. What kind of supporters does she have? Of course, there's always Juniper. Yeah.
At least out.
And N could also be an option. A little bit disruption for Lutz.
I think she doesn't... No, she's only playing 1 N.
Tough spot.
So it's not in the discard pile yet.
What do you do if you're Lisa? You don't have that Seismitoad. You need to get that Seismitoad, but her cards in hand doesn't look that good.
Well, it's not like you are under pressure at the moment. Habluja cannot harm the Slurpuff. You draw at least 3 cards every turn.
And she decides to just use the Xerosic on that fighting energy.
And that was end of turn, or? Yeah.
And that's end of turn. Lutz could aim for that Jirachi on the bench. If he makes it active, has another Crobat, and then hits it with...
Maybe it's better to finish it.
Oh, here we go.
He's going for it.
And I see... Oh, he just needs a fighting stadium. I see that strong energy.
There's no item lock anymore.
Does he have a Crobat? I see an N. He could certainly play an N. He just needs a Crobat or a fighting stadium to knock out that Jirachi in one hit. He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
What is he going to do? Yeah, that's a good idea. And if he
80.
goes for that N, okay, that's he decides that it's not necessary.
Resources.
Exactly, and there might be a Crobat coming up soon, and he also realized that if he plays an N right now, it might help Lisa more than him.
Yeah, and we see the second Slurp.
Oh, there it is. We see a Seismitoad and a double colorless energy. So now let's see if she's able to retreat that Jirachi. It's going to go down through a Crobat very soon, I think, because Lutz is playing 3 of them. Oh no, she played Cassius. Was it Cassius or Olivier? How is it called in English?
Yeah, it's Cassius in English and it's Oliver in German.
So, just in time, and now Lutz might be kicking himself, not having played that N and trying to get that Jirachi while it was still in play, and now all of a sudden Lisa is back in the game. Well done by Lisa. And here we go, the item lock is back on. Lutz had his fun with his item cards last turn, but now he's back in trouble.
Did he even played any item cards last turn?
Oh, I don't think so. You only played that Lysander we see there in the discard pile. Oh, it's AZ. He took back his Jirachi, I think, making some more space on the bench.
More Zubat coming.
Oh, he doesn't look too good now. What is he going to do? He can't play any more supporters. I think it's a letter from the professor in his hand, but obviously he can't play it.
Yeah.
Attaching an energy to Golbat now. Wondering why he's attaching it to the Golbat.
I'm not even quite sure what his attack does.
It does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. But I thought maybe another Halucha would be in order, but let's see what Lutz is planning here.
Yeah.
He certainly has a plan, I'm sure of that. Lisa is going through all her options.
Jirachi with 80 damage is not there anymore.
Jirachi is gone. That opportunity passed, but Lutz has still, he's drawn 2 prizes already, so he's not in a bad shape, but he just has to have a match plan now. What is he going to do with more Seismitoads show up? But Lisa is looking at 3 different Haluchas. She has not been able to knock out any of them yet.
Yeah, and even if she does, the price trade is in favor of Lutz. I mean, you only get 1 prize for knocking out the Havlucha, and one-hitting it is pretty hard. You need the Muscle Band, you need the Laser, the Burbank is out at least. You need a lot of resources to one-hit it, and you get 1 prize for it, and it's not like Havlucha is dealing few damage.
There's another
It's 80
Cassius.
damage for 1 energy.
Finally, there's a laser. She has to kind of waste. I don't want to call it wasting the laser, but she's not finding the muscle band she needs.
Yeah, I think she's,
here we go.
She's hoping for the sleep.
That's a good thing to do because she is running through her deck so quickly. She needs those options. She needs those lasers against Halucha, even though all the Haluchas are heavily damaged now.
Oh wait, isn't
That's Lysander's Storm card right there.
Laser wasn't that much wasted? I mean, she can get the knockout with the laser.
Right now she gets the knockout, but easier would have been with the maybe muscle band if she got it. But she has not gotten to the muscle bands. Maybe there are a lot of muscle bands priced. Another Halucha coming up for another attack. I think Lutz has
we see
more
only
energy in
one
his
muscle
hand.
band. And she's playing 3 of them.
And here's the knockout. Finally, she gets a knockout this match. And I think it's a double colorless. Yeah. Here she has to explain Lutz why it's knocked out, but she's right. Yes, and here we go. Yeah, she has another double colorless. She's playing an old version of it. It looked like the Hard Gold Soul Silver version of it. And Lutz is going for another Jirachi here. It's too bad, as you could see, he wasn't able to play his Versus Seeker. He had it in hand. There are no supporters left anyway, and there's an item block, so this card is just so useless right now.
That's why it was a good pick to play it in the first round.
Absolutely.
To get back that Connie.
Discard these cards, hope for a couple of Crobats. Maybe he could even, if he gets 2 Crobats and he's getting an energy for his Halucha, he would be able to knock out that Seismitoad in this turn. Now look,
80 damage.
He's discarding it. There's 80 damage on that Seismitoad, so it is possible. Even 1 would do, and then fighting. Oh, there's 1 Crobat. I saw it, and there's a strong energy.
Got the energy.
Now let's do some calculations here. He's certainly doing it in his head.
At 60,
right
80
now.
With strong energy.
Oh, and there's also Landorus. That's also an option. And he chooses this Halucha. He's still calculating. Yeah, here we go. Now it's at 110 damage, and it does the trick already. Halucha with that strong energy does 80, Crobat 30. That's 110 damage on a 80 damage Seismitoad, and that's enough already.
And that with only 1 energy.
Oh, and this was just an amazing start for Lutz, going for 3 Haluchas, not having to use any Ultra Bolt at all to get there. And now Lisa's left with her Acrobike here. What's she going to do?
But good that he picked the Havlucha with only 30 damage on. Would be pretty annoying to see for Lutz the return knockout from the Swirlix if it's tackle.
What is she going to do? Yeah, there's an enhanced hammer. She doesn't know if she's able to. Oh, is she going for a Juniper with all these double colorless in hand? Does she even have a different option to do it? She could go for tasting and get 3 cards.
Why not? You can play.
Oh, she passed.
Card.
She's done. She's done with tasting. And now
that's unexpected.
Now, if you look at Lutz's side, he can't attack with Halucha. Only thing he can do is he can evolve some of his bats, and he can attack with Crobat, which does 30 damage to one of the Slurpuffs. So Lisa is saying, I have all the time I need right now. I don't need to get aggressive and discard all these double colorless. You only do 30 damage to me. I can take that.
Yep, receive energy to Crobat.
And here comes into play what we call maybe a missed price or an unnecessary price. If you are now hitting the Sabayone or Slurpuff in English and knock it out, you draw one prize, but you might still have to knock out another Seismitoad.
Yeah.
So it's really not that necessary to go for it. Once another Seismitoad shows up, you're probably going to have to knock out this one as well.
Yes. Unless you can install enough time to just snipe it with a Crobat, the Slurpuff on the bench.
Exactly. But then he would need some cards to take back those Zubats and Crobats without the item block. Currently he's allowed to play some items, so he has Scoop Up Cyclone in there. And does he have any super Scoop Ups? I can't see any in the deck list.
No.
So he could get one Crobat to his hand.
Yep. But I meant with Crobat's attack as well. I mean, you're doing 30 damage, you have to attack 3 times, and if it's not a fully stuffed Seismitoad, you do only 30 damage per round. And there we see another Crobat, another 30 damage.
And it's adding up.
That's already 60 damage to the Slurpuff.
Here it comes. Oh, he's going for the benched one.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter in that situation since Crobat's attack can aim for any.
Look
Yeah.
at that nice energy Crobat has attached to it. That's from Call of Legends with the Pseudo Voodoo in the background. I like that a lot. Nice artwork. Lutz obviously knows what he's doing here.
Tasting.
A couple of tastings. I see an enhanced hammer there. No, not an enhanced hammer.
Crushing hammer.
Crushing hammer. Both Crobats now have an energy, and I have to take back everything I said.
Yeah, we see the first one, and
It hits. Lutz looks like, are you serious? All these heads.
Wasn't that much actually.
I don't.
Okay, now
yeah,
she got a roll.
Well, yeah, why not? I mean,
But
if that
I think
stays
it's
active.
like 50-50 at the moment.
Well, flipping a coin is usually 50-50.
Yeah, but we
No, I
in
know.
the
Okay,
past.
okay. I just tried to be funny one time, right?
Oh,
It's not so easy
you
for us.
failed
Yeah, I failed
terribly.
terribly. But now if Lutz has another 50-50 shot at waking up his Crobat, that might add up some damage on that Crobat for Lisa to get her back into the game.
Yeah, or maybe we see a mentioned Scoop Up Cyclone soon.
There's
Haven't
going
seen
to
his
be,
X deck yet.
she's going for an end. She just can't discard all the cards she has in hand. That's just not possible. She would get rid of all her double
there's
colorless.
it. And yeah, that puts Lutz down to 2 hand cards only.
Yeah, he's getting out a supporter already. Good on him. I would do the same.
At least there's 1 left.
For Lisa, it's tough now. I can't imagine her getting back into the game. She just has to knock out so many Pokemon. Lutz, on purpose, discarded his Landorus X immediately. He doesn't bring them out at all to not expose them to those Seismitoads.
Yeah.
Lisa's waiting for Lutz to cut it. I'm not sure why Lutz is taking so much time. He's behind. I mean, this deck should be shuffled by now.
Well, they still have almost 20 minutes, but
Yeah, but
Yeah,
as you said, it should be a quick deck, right? But
yeah.
the last round took over 20 minutes already. After very...
Did
Okay.
he talk 2 muscle bands? Is it? Well, I think it's at least 1 muscle band.
But there's still no Seismitoad. Yeah, here's the...
30 damage from
Oh,
poison
and it's tails.
he
Now
ta-
he is allowed to play item cards, though. So, but his hand is rather bad, I think. Look at this. It's a muscle band. I think it's two bats. Yeah, muscle band.
muscle
And
band?
what is
Yeah,
it? Another
it was
muscle
really
band.
2 muscle bands
Yeah.
he got from the end.
And it's a goal bat, I think. He's trying to wake up. He gets it. Why don't they put damage? Oh, there's damage. Okay,
Yeah.
so it should be at 60, and it is.
Oh, hammer.
Oh, what is
Oh,
it?
we don't see the side.
Yeah,
Oh, it was probably
it's
heads.
another heads. And for Lutz's deck, he doesn't play that many energy cards, only 9. He might have to look for these energy cards in the future to power up his...
Well, it was already 2 Lysander's trump card, so
he should have enough.
they are back in the
They
deck.
only need 1 anyway. Back in the day, we would need some more energy cards. Back in the day.
Oh, and another heads on the laser.
Oh, she played another laser. That's how desperate she is. If she's
She
aiming...
was playing the Uniper right
okay,
after,
okay,
so
yeah, that's okay.
why not going for a sleep?
Of course, why not? If you flip heads, you flip heads. Finally, she gets that Seismitoad. It was about time. And now she only needs a double colorless.
Did she already use her tasting?
No, she just used 1, I think, and she has another one coming up, in my opinion. Or she passed. Yeah, she passed. Now, Is he waking up?
Yeah.
Now
she
he's
wakes
waking up just in time.
Yeah. 40 HP left on that robot.
Now, what does he have in his hand? It doesn't look too good. It looks like an enhanced hammer.
Yeah, he's sitting on one hand card. No energy in play.
I think it's...
He's just...
It might be
hoping
Crobat and in the
for
hand. No,
time
it's a strong energy.
and Lisa can draw a lot of cards now.
She doesn't need the head ringer, obviously.
Tasting,
No way that
tasting.
Jirachi is going to attack her anytime
Acrobike.
soon. Swirlix.
Another Acrobike.
She's picking up a little bit of speed here. She might be able to get back into this, but as we
Yeah,
saw,
but
Lutz has that strong energy, is able to...
She's trying to get the double colorless energy.
Oh, she had so many double colors energies in her
Yeah.
last set, and now she's lacking it. There's an Ultra Ball. No. She's... what is she doing?
She's waiting
Is
for
that
the
turn?
discard pile.
Oh, okay, here we go. It's a discard power.
Wants to check the amount of energies probably.
I think she doesn't have any energy in her discard pile yet.
Well, she got Reversal Seeker to get the Lysander's trump card if she is out of energy. At least she can replenish them.
That's a tough match now. Oh, that's Lysander on the Jirachi trying to buy some time. She notices Lutz's hand isn't good enough.
Yeah, and no energies.
And knocking out that Jirachi would be very tasty, talking about tastings. Oh, there's an N. I see an N in Lutz's hand, but does he want to play it? Yeah, he's considering it. Oh, it's a strong energy.
got the energy.
Now he's playing the N. Yeah,
But his Jirachi is still locked in the active spot.
he needs that super cyclone, that scoop up cyclone. I'm sorry. Does he play any switch? Yeah, he plays two switch actually.
Switch.
So he's drawing two cards. Maybe not this turn, but he's setting himself up to shuffle his deck here a couple of minutes and draw it next turn. And he's now it's Lisa's turn, I think. No, not what he's doing.
That's one thing I really like about the Slurpuffs. You are not scared about an N.
Absolutely.
Never.
She's always getting back to a handful of cards this way.
I mean, right now she is getting 4 cards each turn.
And there's a double colorless energy. Finally, Lisa can bring back that item lock, which is so important for this match. And, oh, that was important. That was important right there.
Bye-bye energy.
Now she's disrupting Lutz the right way, because now, okay, she's drawing some more cards.
Yep.
Way to go.
Before retreating, get the 2 cards.
And here's another laser. Doesn't get the sleep, though. But Jirachi...
Yeah, but it saves her the knockout at the end of Lutz's turn if he can't retreat.
That would be
Jirachi.
huge. Yeah, if he can't retreat that, and I think Jirachi has, as we can see on the left screen, only 1 retreat because he would have to waste that energy on that Jirachi. And here we go, item lock is back
There's a lot
on.
of damage already spread on his benched Pokemon, so...
No switch is going to help him anymore, and I think he realizes that the momentum shifts a little bit to Lisa's side. No need to wake up. Here
I
we
wonder
go.
if this
It's
deck would be
80
even
damage.
playable without Lysander's trump card.
He has a Didene and a... Oh, what is it? I can't see it. I think it's another strong energy.
Strong energy, yeah.
But is he going to attach it? He knows that if he...
No,
he has to
he
give up on it.
doesn't. Yeah.
Lisa's back in the game. She's well back into the game, and there's Crobat. If Lisa manages to bring back those damaged Pokemon, she can win this
And
fairly easily.
Especially stabilized.
And there's a Versus Seeker. I can see it in her hand, but she
Yeah.
decides not to go for it. That's
She's
interesting.
stabilized now with all the Slurpuffs, so much draw power. She will get everything she wants.
I'm not sure why she didn't play Versus Seeker on her Lysander in the discard pile and bring in front one of the Haluchas and get a knockout.
Actually, the only threat.
And now she's going for that Crobat. Did she play a supporter? I didn't notice. Now he has 2 strong energies. Now he can
No, I don't
retreat.
think so. She didn't.
She didn't. Oh, now I'm not sure why she did this, because she could have gotten rid of both Haluchas in 2 turns. And now we are looking at 120 damage from that Halucha in just 1 turn. And
81,
any energy next turn on Halucha would be enough to get the win if she doesn't get that Seismitoad back to her hand onto the deck. Oh, that the pressure is on now.
Yes, that's a tough call for Lisa now. I mean, she can knock out the Habluja.
But then what does she do? We saw that fighting energy in
but-
Lutz's hand. She has to play Cassius. There's no way around it. She will have to do something to get that
But
Seismitoad
does
out of
she
the way.
have another...
Oh, what is she doing now? Is there going to be a Juniper?
Does she have another double colorless energy?
But she realizes now that she discarded that energy that she has to get that Seismitoad out of the way. She can't just keep attacking. That would be the end of the game. She realizes that. But
Yeah, let's have 2 prizes left. That's
yeah, there's
there's
Cassius.
the Cassius.
And now that was her supporter card. I think she does not have. Does she have an Ultra Ball in her hand? And another double colorless to keep on the item lock. That's the question now.
I'm not quite sure, but she can draw 4 more cards.
I think she did already. That's the problem with it.
She did?
Oh, is it turn? No, there's an Ultra Ball. I see an Ultra Ball, but there's no energy.
What are you
Fighting
going
Stadium
to,
is gone.
to get with Ultra Wall? Why?
That's a very intense match right there.
Julian, why do you want the Ultra Wall? What are you going to get with it?
She would need to set up another Seismitoad to get back
You
that.
mean the one that's on her bench?
Oh, there's another Seismitoad on the bench. I didn't realize that. It looked
Yeah.
to me like a second discard pile.
Second discount pile.
Oh, she now the pressure is on that Jirachi as well. Lutz is really keeping up that pressure here, and if he's able to get a Lysander anytime soon, that's going to be the game. But he's still keeping that strong
there's
energy
the
in his
double
hand.
colorless.
Here we go, and there's 80 damage on that Crobat. That means it has 50 damage left. That's enough for Seismitoad to knock out.
Where we see it, it's 10 minutes left now.
And it's staying at 10 minutes for whatever reason.
To not set anyone under pressure.
Isn't Jirachi
Don't want
able
to
to
pressure
control the
our
time, or was
viewers.
that some other legendary Pokemon? I'm not sure. Maybe Jirachi has his or her hands in play right there. And there's another Lysander's trump card.
Yep.
They really like this match. They want to continue playing. They would love just to place a couple of more prize cards and just keep going for hours. What an amazing matchup this is.
What do you think? Would this deck be playable without Lysander's trump card?
No, this game would have been over. Both sides, though. At the beginning, when I saw Lysander's trump card coming out in Phantom Forces, I was like, eh. It's only disrupting maybe Night March decks, I was thinking. It's
Yeah.
like a counter card. But now, can you imagine any deck without it?
Yeah,
I mean,
so much card draw power in the game at the moment. And
yes. It's so much faster, this game now. This card set
I wonder
the
if
game
you
up.
can see on our stream a match where the Lysander's trump card is priced.
Yeah, either player, and if both players have their Lysander's trump card priced into the end, we would see a nice, interesting lineup there.
When I'm waiting for this awkward moment when you forgot to check for a Lysander's trump card on your first deck search.
That's how important it becomes, absolutely. Here's another Juniper coming up from Lutz. He's just trying to set up that Lysander for that Jirachi. He has everything in place, but obviously he can't play it this turn. He doesn't have it in his hand either.
Like 3 energies he got now.
He has to do something with it.
He's a little bit safe of all the hammers and
Yeah.
Xerosic and Team Flare Grunt and...
And here we go again. This is the matchup which is rather obvious, but now the Seismitoad is again at 100 damage. So Halucha with any energy will knock out the Seismitoad and end the match. What's she going to do about it? Maybe finding another Seismitoad to power up and then shuffle that. Yeah, that's the only option she has, really.
Yeah, but she needs to save her supporter for the Cassius.
Exactly, the Cassius is
That
needed
makes
so
it
badly. She
A
doesn't
bit
play
more
super.
complicated to set it up.
For all you fans out there for the VGC, we will switch over to VGC very soon, but we have to look at this amazing TCG match. Maybe you are interested in starting the trading card game as well after seeing this amazing match. It's really going back and forth. really nice advertisement for this great game. And now we have another double colorless at Lisa's Seismitoad, which is on the bench. Now she's considering. She doesn't have any other options, does she? She just has to play that Cassius.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her supporter. That's what she's... Oh, is there
How
strong
much
energy in
damage
hand?
is it then? If he doesn't have a strong
Wow.
energy, it's 60 damage.
Wow, that's a really risky move.
And he can't play any muscle band.
Now what's he going to do?
He needs the strong energy.
Oh, that's it.
Oh.
That's the game. The teammates win it for him. Now he can basically just... Yeah. Does he have it? He needs some... Oh, there it is. Strong energy. Yeah, and that's it.
And he can even pick the
And
stadium.
he's still taking his time, but he's picking up the cards. That's it. What an amazing
really
match.
Nice to see how teammates can shine.
What an amazing match for the 1-1 from Lutz. Absolutely well done.
There was a
I'm not
handshaking.
sure.
Are we aware of time or?
Yeah, I'm not sure if the time has run out already because our time was rather high. I'm not sure what's going on out there, but it looks like the match is over and ended in a draw. I think that is the case. Yeah, he's packing up his cards.
Yeah.
If that's the case, that's a very well-deserved draw. We saw Lisa dominating the first game throughout, and Lutz coming back with very nice tactics, some of which I didn't understand in the first place, attaching that energy to Crowbar, but it won him the game in the end.
Especially the discarding of Landaros in the first turn. I mean, we know that Landaros is weak with his weakness to water, but you can put so much pressure on the Swirlix and on everything.
I thought as well that he would equip the Landorus with some energy and use it while there's no Seismitoad in sight, but as we noticed, the Seismitoad would come out right the next turn and would have taken massive damage from it if he would have gone this way. This is all about experience. Well, and here we see we are in a game already from Rebecca against Daniela in the VGC. That's a nice switch we have. We see a shiny Charizard Y on Rebecca's side and a Cresselia facing a burned Suicune. We're hopping right into the match and try to figure out where we're at currently. There's a Salamence coming into play and also intimidating both opponents' Pokemon. And we can see that Daniela has one Pokemon fainted already, while Rebecca is at her full 4 Pokemon. And we'll see what both players are doing. We can see this is the first match we are broadcasting where we have 2 female trainers battling it out.
Hello, Julian.
And we welcome back Sebastian Ernst here at the commentator booth. Welcome back, Sebastian.
Hi.
How was your break?
Oh, it was pretty nice. And I heard we are commentating on 2 girls standing 4-0. Nice. I've never seen that before. Let me tell you something about Rebecca and Daniela.
But let's first look at the action.
Wow, what's going on?
We have a break. We have a Mega Salamence making an appearance right here, looking nice and shiny.
First time on the screen.
Using
Hyper Voice, which KOs.
Oh, it's KOing the Charizard Y already. And Cresselia's barely hanging on and now recovering some of its health.
Well, some is a good point because it's recovering more because of the sun. Look at this, how much.
That's just amazing. And Suicune
with the Snarl, which lowers Cresselia's special attack.
And we'll see what Rebecca is pulling out of her Pokeballs next against that very threatening Salamence and that burned Suicune.
Just help me quick, Julian. How many Pokemons are left on both sides?
Both trainers still can pick from 3 Pokemon. Daniela and Rebecca had 1 Pokemon faint each. And Heatran is Rebecca's next Pokemon.
Okay, Heatran is not that pressured because the sun is up. Suicune can hit it with a super effective Scald, but it doesn't do that much damage. The Salamence is, I guess, special based because of the Hyper Voice. I don't know if we have seen it, but maybe Cresselia got Calm Mind to boost its stats, to boost the special attack and to boost the special defense, which would be very scary for the Suicune and the Salamence. I guess Rebecca is in a pretty good spot with the Cresselia. Pretty huge matchup against Daniela's team.
And there's another Hyper Voice coming at both opponents' Pokemon, but not very effective against that Heatran. Oh, Salamence is avoiding the Heat
missed.
Wave, and it's only hitting Suicune for a little bit of damage, while Cresselia is going for the Ice Storm.
Icy Wind.
Icy Wind is called. I'm sorry, thanks for
No problem.
correcting.
You're
And
welcome.
Suicune and Salamence are having their initiative lowered a little bit.
And Suicune is still going to snarl around to lower the special attack of those special-based Pokemon. It's a pretty good deal to just do this. What we got to see here. Oh, leftovers.
I just noticed that Salamance's shadow looks like a Lunatone.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So I still think that Rebecca is in a good spot if she plays correctly, and I assume she will. But she always has to slack off the damage with her Moonshine. Let's have a look. Suicune can snarl all the way down. Salamence, I probably think it doesn't have Earthquake. It would have tried to KO the Heatran with it. And Heatran is going for a Earth Power to KO the Suicune.
Suicune is going down.
I'm yelling timber.
They're only Rock Tomb onto the Heatran, which is getting a little bit slower while Cresselia is just sitting there and regaining all of her power.
Rock Tomb is a pretty unusual move on Salamence. I guess just to take out a Charizard, but Salamence walls Charizard anyhow, and return would have been maybe the better solution for that move slot, but I guess she had a plan in team building. She knows how to low speed for what Pokemon probably, and we see a second Heatran. Cresselia is still in a good position despite the special attack drops. We've seen Earth Power from Heatran, which probably won't KO the opposing Heatran because of the special attack drops. We see a Salamence, which is doing almost no damage to the both Pokemon.
And we see Heatran hiding behind a Protect right there. That is Rebecca's Heatran, obviously. And Salamence is going for another Hyper Voice, obviously not hitting the Heatran. And Daniela's Heatran hiding behind a Substitute. Can it still remain there? There's an Icy Storm. Icy Wind coming, I'm sorry. Yeah, and Heatran doesn't really care about that.
Now Cresselia should be faster as Salamence.
Looks like Rebecca's in a good spot here.
Rebecca's in a good spot, but she has to take a look at the timer. I think she's ahead 3-2. Am I right? Yeah, she's ahead 3-2. Just hopped into this match quickly. If Rebecca is clever, she's going to play onto the timer. That's what Cresselia is good for. Or she will just take out the Salamence and then go for the timer. And just have to take care that she does not get critted by a Heatran Heatwave that is sitting behind us up and waiting until the match is over. So let's see what both girls are going to do.
So hi Kyosuke, you want to see some French battlers? We will try to make this happen as we see the Heatran going for another Earth Power on the opposing Heatran, which will destroy the Substitute. And another, oh no, this is a Firestorm going onto the Cresselia, but it doesn't really do that much damage.
No, Fire Blast is no stab move. Although it is special based, kind of mixed with the Rock Tomb in it.
And it was a Heat Wave from Daniela's Heatran, which now powers up Rebecca's Heatran in the process. Oh, it's a critical hit on the Salamence. It's going down already. Now Daniela is down to her Heatran, which just powered up the opposing Heatran, weak to its Earth Power as well. She's not looking too good right now.
It only powered up the power of Heat Wave, so that doesn't matter anyhow because a Heat Wave can't touch the Heatran anyhow. But it's a pretty bad spot for Daniela because she's down to one Pokemon, not being able to touch both at in one attack.
And here we go, there's the Earth Power, but it's not quite enough to take it out yet. It's lowering the special defense, and Cresselia is making use of that, using its Psychic, but it's still not enough. Heatran barely hanging on, still using that Heat Wave, still trying to make something happen.
And Daniela tries to take out the Cresselia by Heat Waving it, but I wish you good luck next round. I always appreciate seeing girls playing Pokemon.
Well, these are female players, right? So
well, yeah. Girl is a bit.
But let's see. I think this match is all but over. I have to hand it over to Daniela that she's trying to make the best out of it. She's even protecting here to regain some of her health with leftovers.
Yeah.
Even though she has to realize that this game is all but over.
We didn't see the third move Cresselia got. I wonder what it is. She didn't show Protect. She didn't show Calm Mind. Or did she when I wasn't here?
I didn't realize Calm Mind with Cresselia, no.
Let's see maybe some freaky hidden power on it, but I assume no hidden power ground because Heatran, she didn't make use of it versus Heatran. And now the game is over. And Rebecca got a standing of 5-0 and Daniela stands 4-1.
So well done, Rebecca. Nice match there.
Oh yeah.
We just finished a TCG match followed up by a VGC. I think this is going to be another break very soon before we then head back into the action with either VGC or TCG, whatever is going to be, which is faster. I just hear that it's going to be VGC number 6. So for all of you in the chat, I know you would love to see VGC battles, and this is exactly what we are going to do. We will also try to make it happen that we will have some international players as you are requesting. Please also keep in mind that we are trying to show you the best of the best. So please make sure that the players you are requesting are also doing rather well here in the tournament so that we can show you them on the big screen.
Yeah, that's very important for us because we want to commentate on good battles, on very well-known battlers. And now we are going to commentate on some Twitter messages we got.
While you were just able to see Ingo in the background a little bit, he is pointing out the Twitter messages to us. So greetings to Ingo here, and greetings to all of you who are making use of our Twitter feed. Please make sure to comment. As you can see here, the hashtag Carter's Pokemon is thanking us here in German. Hashtag is PKM2015 Germany. So please make sure to leave us a message, not only in the Twitch chat.
That close combat prediction was godlike. I assume you meant the Hariyama close combat into the Landorus Terrian. That was really awesome, really good play. Many thanks to the streaming guys for the support for Play Pokemon in Spain.
This
guys,
thank you goes out to all the teams here. You can see in the background there are so many people working on making this flawlessly. So thanks to all the guys here at AMIGO and also at Blacklight for making the stream happen here.
That's very awesome, guys. And thanks for watching us at least. We see some greetings from Spain over there. Poke Alex, we may want to see Poke Alex Gomez, because he didn't lose a single game yet.
The German Championship is now officially blessed. That laugh when they read my message. Here's another laugh for you. That's right. Okay, so the Twitter feeds are repeating themselves a little bit, so I think we are ready for a break right now. It will be just a couple of minutes until the VGC will start again. Until that point, before we are ready to take that break with a couple of advertisements, I think we're just ready to do that right now. Yeah. So thanks, guys, for watching this amazing trading card game battle and also of the battle between Daniela and Rebecca just now.
Stay tuned, guys.
And we'll see you in a couple of minutes.